Welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Wisdom, Family Drama. I'm from a South Asian family. I don't know if you know much about South Asian families, but they have a lot of drama. And we have a special word for it, tamasha. Over the past few days, I've been dealing with some family tamasha. When it all kicked off, first day, I wasn't in a very good state of mind. I didn't sleep most of the night. I wake up the next day, I went for a run. I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop. This is not going to get the better of me. So I made some tweaks in my behavior, and the drama continued to unfold the second day and the third day. Now, without going into the dirty details of the drama, it's juicy. Because I don't want to shame and embarrass the parties involved, but that would feel so good. That would be wonderful. As Michelle Obama says, when they go low, we go high. I said go high, not get high. In today's episode, I want to share with you what you can do to reclaim your power. Before I share with you the tools, I need to explain how we disempower ourselves, because once you understand that, you will get how the tools can help you. Otherwise, you were flailing and it might not be working. So some of you grew up speaking English. Some of you, maybe it's your second language, but let's just go with, imagine English was your mother tongue. It's the first language you grew up speaking, you spoke it all your life. And then at the age of 21, you decided to learn French. So you took French classes and you ended up marrying someone French. And let's say you moved to France. In your mid-20s, French has become the language you now converse in, at home, at work, and so on. Non, rien, rien. Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame Sapetou. Comment allez-vous? J'habite à Paris et je t'aime le café. Holy f***ing spy! When something scary happens, the language you will swear in will more likely be your mother tongue. So even though you've spent the 10 years immersed in this new language, the language you grew up learning and you were programmed in will come out at those triggered moments. By the way, I'm not saying French is more evolved than English as a language. No, it's simply a metaphor for the way we think. We grow up learning to speak in a language to ourselves, and this language wasn't one we chose, it was one that was imposed on us. And then we learn this new language of how to talk to ourselves and how to treat ourselves. That's how I am using this metaphor of a language. Anyway, so this is the best analogy I can give when it comes to dealing with your family drama. We were raised in these environments where we all had certain roles because we had a pecking order and parents would have a favorite. So the reason all this family drama feels worse than, say, other drama, because it makes us regress. But no matter how much you evolve professionally and personally outside when you've left the nest and so on, when you're triggered, you end up acting out the roles from your childhood and you end up reacting and repeating the behaviors and repeating the arguments and so on. And it doesn't really help you or anyone else. So here's what you can do. If the way we feel depends on them changing their behavior, giving away our power, why not be the person who decides how you feel? That's the way around it. It won't change the situation, but it changes the way you react to it. So instead of this drama hijacking your days, your evenings, your weekends, your weeks, first you need to be aware that you are repeating a pattern. Going back to the metaphor of language, become aware that you're not speaking French, you're now speaking English, to become aware that you've gone back to that language. And 2, step back from that drama, step back from the situation. And one way you can do this, my wife Jen kept asking me, okay, what's changed for you right now? Where you are in that moment, what's changed for you? Nothing. I've still got our beautiful, healthy cat, still married to an amazing, wonderful, loving, supportive wife, still living in our wonderful home with the sun flooding through. I still get to wake up every morning and chat to you, reminding yourself, okay, nothing has changed in this moment right now. That allows you to step back from the situation. So once you've grounded yourself in the present moment, you are now able to speak to yourself in this new language. You will know the next best step for you. If you don't, ask yourself, what's the next best step for me? Now for me, in that moment, it was speaking the truth. Because in my culture, we tiptoe around the truth. Don't address the elephant in the room. We kind of pitter-patter around it and we sit there drinking our chai while the elephant is in the room. And no one pays any attention to it, even though we all kind of know it's there, and so nothing gets dealt with. And girls don't speak up. They are passive. The most powerful thing I could do was to point to the wrongdoing and point to the lies and call it out. That was the most powerful thing I could do in that moment. It's not something I've really done in the past when it comes to the family drama. And that drama is no longer consuming me. Stuff still needs to be done. I will address that, and that's totally fine, but I'm no longer at the mercy of my emotions. I've had a productive day yesterday, I had a productive day today. We can't change people's behavior, but what we can do is change how we respond. That's the best way to change someone's behavior. We react from that habitual place, the old language, the language we grew up with. We will just end up... But the best thing you can do, instead of reacting from the past, is to ground yourself in the present and then take action. Be that with your words, with your actions, whatever it might be. That's where you hold your power. I hope this episode was useful for you. Thanks for watching. Tell me any ahas for you. What are you dealing with at the moment? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to know. Maybe I can help you in an upcoming episode. If this was useful for you, please share it. You never know. You might help someone who's going through their own stuff. Thanks for watching Coffee and Wisdom. I'm Anise Kizilbash, and I will see you in another episode.